Hi everyone, Andrew Collishaw, naturopath and homeopath, and a very warm welcome to Body Talk newsletter for this week. So a very short and quick message for you today, just about the Easter long weekend. We're open on the Saturday and Sunday and closed on the Friday and the Monday. And for those of you that have appointments on the Saturday and Sunday at Easter, I have a very special surprise for you, for all of you, whether it be a half hour, 1 hour treatment, any sort of treatment, all the clients on those days, something very nice that you'll really enjoy. So I'll tell you about that in just a moment. But first, let me just also briefly say something about nutrition and diets. And I know many of you, or some of you certainly, are on therapeutic diets that we're working with at the moment, trying to treat specific things. And a question that many of you ask is, well, okay, how rigid do I need to be, whether you're following, avoiding wheat, for example, or avoiding dairy, those common things, or less common foods or food groups that you're avoiding? How strict do you need to be? And in general, to have a fundamentally healthy, nutritious diet, how strict do you need to be with that? So, look, the answer depends on what it is that you're treating. If you're someone who reacts to, for example, gluten, which is like a very small percentage of the population, that's about, I think, 1% or 2%, including celiac disease as well. So it's a very small amount, but if you react, then if you have gluten, you are going to experience symptoms, and for some of you it would be really severe symptoms. So you want to avoid those pretty much 100% of the time, sort of not much leeway there if your reaction to whatever food it is that you're leaving out of your diet is too strong, or it just sets off a whole chain of, for example, inflammatory processes, say if you're reacting to histamine-inducing foods, for example. So if you're just trying to maintain a super healthy nutritional level, my general rule of thumb would be to follow that to the T 80, 90, 95% of the time, okay? Because I think realistically, there are accidental foods that we eat and ingest that can be off our diet plan. We can also, go to a party and you want to have a glass of wine, or you want to indulge in some cheese and crackers. And I think there's a place for that. There's a place for living life, enjoying, for celebrating, having some fun, definitely. And I think 80 to 95% of the time, if you're really focused, then that gives you a bit of leeway, and I think that's fine. That's certainly the approach I take, and that's what many of my colleagues who've been practicing for any length of time, we would say the same thing. And that doesn't seem to have a massive impact on your health levels. And that brings me to the final point, a little surprise for the Easter Saturday and Sunday. So for everyone that's booked in on those days, a little something which is over here. You've got to have a bit of fun. I'm also a realist. So these await you, okay? These little friends await you on the Saturday and Sunday of Easter for all my clients for those 2 days. Okay, so obviously I can only see a certain number of people per day. That'll be it. It's worth coming just to have a lovely dark chocolate. And they're dark chocolate because we've got to keep a little bit healthy, I reckon. All right. I hope you're going well. I hope you're following any dietary regimes that we've talked about, or that I've prescribed for you, taking your medicines. I hope you're looking after your musculoskeletal system, doing your yoga, your stretches, having some treatments at the clinic, and working on whatever it is that we're working on. Okay, I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Okay, bye.